find. Be yourself, you will survive. Just know it, just breathe it and be it, and live your best life.
Hello to all of my Motivators family. I am Marlene Motivates, and I am your life coach. Today, we're going to be tapping in with another motivational, inspirational topic and talking about something that is really important, and that's fostering respectful interactions. First, I have to say hey to those who are in the chat. Hi to say family. How are you? Welcome. We have Shay Love in the building. Welcome, everybody. I hope you guys are doing great. Happy new week. Happy Monday. Appreciate you all being here. Thank you for your support. Hi, the Garden of Inspiration. How are you doing? Welcome. How was everybody's Monday so far? I wanted to come in and to talk about this topic of fostering respectful interactions, because there's so many people who really don't know about this. Either they don't know or they know and they don't care. But for whatever the case, it's important because we are motivated people. We know ourselves, we love ourselves, and we want to do our best. So let's talk about this. Fostering means to encourage the development of. So that means it's going to take some work. It's going to take some work, and we have to work on fostering healthy relationships with others. We have to put something into all the relationships, especially the ones that matter to us. I will say this. I think that the problem with many people is people do not foster certain relationships because they don't care. It doesn't have any value to them, and for many other reasons. But I think that's the thing that is the most important thing. We work on what is important to us. And if we have people in our life that are important to us, we will put in the work. If you love people, if you care for them, you will put in the work to foster a healthy relationship. And people will always make an excuse and say things like, oh, I don't have the time, or I'm busy. If something is important, if someone is important to you, you will put in the work to foster a healthy relationship, or respectful interactions with others. Okay. Now, what are some of those respectful interactions? It means that we would want to be considerate. We would want to regard other people, their feelings, their situation, their circumstance, that it always does not have to be up to us. Okay. Today was a slow day for me, but I enjoyed it. I hope you and everyone had a great day also. Yes, I had a great day. Thank you so much. Glad you're having a nice slow day. We all need those, don't we? But the reason for this conversation and topic was because respectful interactions. We have lots of interactions with people, but are they considerate? Do you think about other people's feelings, other people's what situations, what they're going through? And could we learn to be more compassionate, more sensitive, just being a better listener? See, these are all the things that we do when we want to foster respectful interactions with others. But let me tell you this, it means that we can't be selfish. And that is with a period. We can't be selfish. There are some things that we do have to be self aware. Don't get me wrong. We do have to be self aware of who we are and our worth and value and taking care of ourselves. But what we can't do is only focus on ourselves and not think about other people can be going through things. Sometimes people cannot show up for us. It does not mean that they don't love us. See, that's a part of fostering respectful interactions, is realizing that sometimes people can't show up. Sometimes people can't be there for us because they may need your support. That's a part of that fostering, that taking the time, getting to know and encouraging love in one another. See, that was the definition of fostering, okay? It means to encourage the development of. So, as long as you are having interactions and relationships with other people, there's going to be times that people in our life will need encouragement. And we're going to talk about some of those relationships in a little bit. But I did want to preface this conversation and say this: we need to encourage one another. There's enough negativity in today's society. There's negativity and it's tearing families apart. It's causing children to be so cold and disrespectful to their parents. It's something that you personally have to work on. We have to work on, asking questions, being kind, and doing so many things so that we can have genuine, healthy relationships with others. Okay. But that respectful interaction, that consideration and regard of others, it's something that has to be on both sides. Because I don't know about you all, but I have been in a situation like that, to where I'm the only one providing kindness, compassion, support. No, I don't mean to be a fool or to be run over, to be trampled on, your feelings, your emotions, not getting support. No, that kindness and that love, it does have limits. And once you realize that someone is taking advantage of you and being disrespectful to you, it's definitely, I'm always going to encourage you all to take a step back. Take a step back from disrespectful people and only have those genuine, good, healthy relationships. See, fostering respectful interactions. And I wanted to say this to anybody who does not know it or has not really focused on it. Not all the relationships or the interactions that we have with other people is a good one. It's not healthy. It's not normal. It's a lot of toxicity that happens, toxicity within romantic relationships, within um, your relatives, in many different relationships, many different interactions. There's a lot of toxicity, and we have to talk about this, because when you love yourself, you also deserve to get that positive feedback, that positive pouring in, that the compassion that you give out. You don't want to just keep giving out compassion, keep giving out kindness. It's fostering it. Sometimes one person has to show other people what to do. This is what I expect. Here are the boundaries. And that's how you foster genuine relationships and genuine interactions. It takes work. Garden of Inspiration says, yes, relationships are not always easy. They require effort, discernment, and a reliance on God's wisdom to thrive. And it does. It requires so much, doesn't it? Hey, Jill, how are you? Welcome. Happy Monday. I hope you're doing amazing. This is something that is important, and that's why I'm talking about respectful. Respect is something in today's society that a lot of people just don't understand the meaning of respect, or they don't care. But once you know what respect is, there's a responsibility with that knowledge. It's how you talk to others, it's what you will allow, and it's how you show up, and that positive self talk. Okay. And yeah, it means we can't be selfish, but it also means this, everybody. When you see that you're not getting the respectful interactions with others, what do we do, Motivators family? We may have to step back. And we may have to stop jumping to conclusions or judging others. Everyone doesn't think or act like we do. We're all different, come from different backgrounds, different cultures. We've been through different situations, but at the same time, we're not going to allow people to run over us. But what I would just want to give a gentle nudge and a reminder at the beginning of this year, it's January. Could we become more compassionate? Could you be more compassionate to the people in your life? What is your reputation? Are you known as a kind person, or are you rough around the edges? Or you're the kind of person to just say, this is who I am, rough and gruff, and I don't care? Okay. All of that, that's something that each of us has to face. Whatever we put out there, it's the same energy that we get back. So I had to learn to be honest with myself. The reason why I was getting back that harshness is because that's how I was showing up. I had to learn also that, yes, there's times where you do have to speak up for yourself. You can't let people play with you, your mind, your emotions, your heart, your finances. Of course, there's things to be serious and very protective of. But at the same time, there are many times where we could learn to be kinder, compassionate, understanding, all of those things. Okay. I see I have some more people came in the chat. Yes. Happy Monday, Jill. Hey, Realist. How are you doing? Happy Monday. Welcome in. I hope you are good. Hey, Gio. How are you? Welcome in. Happy Monday, everybody. And as always, all my mods are always welcome to drop a link to their channel. Okay. I was watching some of y'all old dual videos, Gio Marley. Oh, awesome. Thank you so much, Realist. I appreciate that. So I did want to say this to everybody, that we're all human. People will get on our nerves. Now, I'll tell you that there's a lot of people out there, and people will really work on your nerves. Okay. But the encouragement, the motivation today is, can we be more compassionate? Can you be compassionate to others? When it is in the power of your hand, when somebody is on your mind, will you display some kindness, some compassion, and think about others? You never know what somebody is going through. I've said it over and over again on so many live streams. Check on your strong people. Just because somebody appears, and I have some air quotes, just because someone appears to be strong and have everything going, it doesn't mean they don't want to be asked how they're doing, if they're okay. That's a part of fostering a respectful interactions with other people. We have to think about other people, what they're going through and dealing with. And just because a person may appear to have it all together, everybody needs emotional support. Everybody could do well with a kind word, a pat on the back, and some sort of encouragement. Even saying something as simple as, you're doing great at raising your children, or you're doing good at X, Y, and Z, whatever their talent is. Everybody can always benefit from some positive words, some positive affirmations that makes a person feel good. I don't think there's one person that would not like to get some positive feedback, encouragement, and a pat on the back. Hey, Sirius, how are you doing? Welcome, welcome. Happy Monday. I hope you're doing amazing. So that's something that we all need to put some work into those things, okay? Put some work into how you deal with other people. It's something that from time to time I go through my phone and I scroll through my phone and ask myself, okay, how is the relationship with me and this person? Is it a healthy relationship, or is it toxic? Is this a one-sided relationship, or do they feed my spirit, my mind, my heart, my soul? See, that's fostering respectful, genuine interactions with other people. We have to work on interacting with others and not only just going to people when we want something, when we need something. It has to be more. Just like we would want people to come to us just because they're being considerate or kind, the same thing, we expect that from others. So that's how you have to show up, and that's the way we have to talk as well. You have to talk the talk and you have to walk the walk. Okay. Yes. And tap the like, everybody, if it's possible for you. And if you're new here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you're enjoying this content. So I did want to say that to everybody. Respect yourself, respect other people, set those boundaries, because that's so important in our dealings with other people. But here's the question: who do we interact with? I want you all to think about that in the course of today's conversation. Who do you interact with on a regular basis? We're going to talk about some of those people. The first group and the biggest group that we deal with, um, and that is our immediate relatives. Notice I said relatives and not family, because not all folk are loving folks. Okay. So that's why I said relatives and not family, because family is who you make it. So your immediate relatives are the people that you deal with on a regular basis, is the people in your household, the people you're closest to, all of those things. What is your sort of communication with those individuals? How do they make you feel? Do they make you feel good? Do you feel as they fill up your cup? Do they pour into you? Is it a thriving relationship or is it a subtracting relationship? This is something very important. I want you guys to really tune in to the words that are coming out of my mouth and really pay attention. Are the people in your life, are they pouring into you or are they subtracting? If they are subtracting from you, you need to ask yourself, why am I continuing this relationship? Yes, you cannot choose the people that you have the blood running through your veins. You can't choose that. That's a given. It just happens. But you can always choose how you react to them, what you tell them. And if it's not a respectful interaction with one another, if it's not with kindness, with love, with support, with some positive mindset, with healing vibrations and positive energy, we may need to really rethink this. Is this a good interaction? Is this good for me? Because as we are children, we can't do anything about that dynamic. But as we get older and we're adults, now we have the power of our mind, we have the power of our energy, the power of choice. There's so many things that we have to offer as we age. So don't settle, motivators family. Don't settle. We have to work on fostering respectful interactions with our immediate relatives. It's not easy. I'll tell you that. It is not easy to have respectful interactions with some relatives because they don't respect us. And if respect is not given, that's where you have to choose to walk away and leave. Okay. Hey, famous, how are you doing? Welcome. Happy Monday. I hope you've had an amazing Monday. Welcome in. And I wanted to say that to everybody. If you do not feel loved and supported and considered and all of those things within your relative unit, you need to do some rethinking. It's a natural and a normal thing if you are being taken advantage of, and I will dare say abused, because there is abuse that happens within the relatives unit. Always having their hand out, begging for this or wanting that, or talking to you in a disrespectful manner, using profanity or making you feel very small, talking down to you, throwing things in your face. We are the ones that have to make a choice to do better. And when you do better, when you love yourself, when you're your own friend, there's certain things that you just will not accept. Do not accept people talking to you any type of way. Do not accept only the people who show up or want to call you when they need something. It's always an I need, but it's never vice versa. They're never asking, what do you personally need? It's something that we really have to think about. Think about it in your private, alone, in your solo time. I want you to take some time and meditate, even to journal and write about, who are the people I have in my circle? Do I have positive associates, positive people, role models, that pour into me, my spiritual people, my financial people, my motivated, inspirational people? You have to have all of those sorts of individuals in your life to pour into you, to help you to be your best self. Famous says, it was a great day. Thank you. Oh, I did have a great start to my week. Thank you so much for asking. But it's so important, everybody, to think about these relationships with your immediate relatives. And if it's not healthy, if it's not happy, we have to make some choices to choose better. And you have to choose yourself. I hope that this message is going to really resonate with the person who really needs to hear this. There was a few years ago, I really needed to hear this message. So I'm paying it forward, and I hope whoever needs to hear it, it hits them in their heart and they'll think about it and it will stir them to action. Okay. You deserve to have people who love you and not people who just use you. Okay. Don't let people use you and control you. Hi, Miss T. How are you doing? Welcome in. Happy Monday. I hope you had a pleasant day. You deserve to have more than just being used. And a lot of people like to say, that's my family. But if the family is not loving you, it is not considerate of you, is not kind to you, you may want to rethink. You know, that is not love. That's just something that we may be telling ourselves. This is another important part about fostering respectful interactions with one another, the spouse or significant other. Spouse or significant other. How can we foster respectful interactions? Well, being with somebody romantically, sometimes after a while, the guard goes down and you start to not really show gratitude for one another. You take one another for granted. So even in romantic relationships, you need a reminder, of, don't forget to be doing your date nights. Don't forget to do the things that you did while you were dating, when you were just getting to know each other, so that you keep close to one another. And this is something very important about a romantic and significant other relationship, that it takes work. It's not, okay, we're together, we're in a relationship, we're married, we're boyfriend or girlfriend, we're attached, and then that's it. It's forever. Forever, you're going to have to work on your communication, your love, your friendship, the time you spend together. Things will shift and change, and you have to shift and change for the relationship. The things that you did in the beginning may not be what you need to do now, and that's why you need to have that communication. Are we good in this relationship? See, that takes effort. It takes work. Okay. And if I'm going to be completely honest with you all, it takes a lot of work, because we're human and we take each other for granted sometimes, and we don't say the nicest things, because being in close quarters, sometimes we lower our guard and we just say something that's rude, offensive, disrespectful. So it takes some work. You have to constantly be forgiving one another, display kindness, display that forgiving spirit, and love each other, you know. Don't let the world, don't let the outside, don't let other people get in your business. I hope somebody is listening to this. I hope somebody is listening. Somebody's auntie, somebody's mama, somebody's cousin, brother, auntie, somebody who needs to hear this. Don't let other people tell you how your relationship should be. You have a good person. You know whether you have a good person, or you know that you have a bad one. Okay, everybody knows that. But what are you doing to foster, to elevate the relationship, to grow and have goals, coming together as two individuals that love each other? Don't let people separate you and try to tell you how your relationship should go. Don't let people drop ideas in your head and tell you all kinds of things. You got to keep your personal romantic business private, okay? Work on your relationship, spend time together, communicate, okay? Love each other. And don't forget those things, okay? So did want to say that, and that's very important. It's not something you would think, oh, this is my spouse, my significant other, my boyfriend, my girlfriend. It's natural, but in today's society, because people are so busy and working and doing all of these things, you have to take time out of the day just to do simple things as making a phone call, saying hello, remind each other that I love you. We're together, okay? And we're going to do what it takes to make this work, okay? And that's just a reminder to anybody who needs to hear it. Put some work into your romantic relationship. And this one, fostering respectful interactions with friends. How can we do that? And I know the term friend is used so loosely, but when I say friends, I mean it's people that have been with you from the good, the bad, the up, the down, the ugly. You've been through things together. These are your real friends. You're honest with each other. You talk to each other about things. You communicate well, and you know each other. Okay? What are you doing to foster a respectful interactions with one another? Are you setting boundaries with your friends and not taking them for granted? Because many people are taken for granted as friends, and they are put in the on the back shelf, or whatever, treated very unfairly, unkindly, because of issues that they may be going through personally or in their romantic relationship. There's a lot of people that once they're in a relationship or things are going good in their life, they forget the ones that were there to help them through their hardest and their darkest hours. Do not forget your friends, okay? Because I'll tell you something honestly, sometimes those romantic relationships, they come and they go, but a friend, a real true ride or die friend, is not going to go anywhere. They'll be there for you. Don't forget them. Don't treat them a certain type of way just because you're going through things. Communicate with your friend. Remind them how important they are, how much you value them. That's how you foster a respectful relationship, especially when you're going through things. Remind your friend how important they are to you, how much you love them, and how much they mean to you. It's important to remind your friends how much you care for them, okay? Now, this one is a big deal. I want to see a lot of comments in the comment section for this one. Fostering respectful interactions. How do we foster respectful interactions with coworkers and business associates? Because I've seen so many times with on the job, in business, whatever it is that you're doing, there's a lot of people who don't know about boundaries and respect and to be kind and all of those things. So it's one of those things that if somebody doesn't understand what those boundaries are, you have to inform them in a respectful way, you know, eh, saying thank you. This is something that you would think, oh, that's simple. Everybody should know that. But people forget that. Say thank you when someone does something nice for you because people don't have to, especially in business. Okay. Yes, definitely, realist. Yes, the true friendship is sacrificial and loyal. It is. And don't take those friends for granted. Okay. Don't do it because it can't be replaced. Now, in talking about coworkers and business associates, what are some of the things that we can do to have respectful interactions with one another? Okay. It's telling people exactly how you feel. Sometimes telling them, I need a few minutes. Okay. I'll talk to you. Give me 30 minutes. Give me an hour. Then keep your word. That's fostering respectful interactions, not just snapping at people, screaming at people, or yelling in all caps through emails. There's a lot of things that we can do to foster respect, and respect is earned. And sometimes when it comes to management and people who are higher ups, they will feel like you must respect them, and they can talk to you any way that they want to, yada, yada, yada. And it does not work that way. Rilla says common sense is rare. It is rare sense in 2025. Yeah. Yeah. It's been rare for a few years, realist. Jill says, I don't mingle with my coworkers. I'm tend to be more like that already because that's just my personality. I'm not a person that is overly friendly. I'm not mean, I'm not rude, but I'm cordial. I think that's a very important word to talk about in relationship with people on the job, being cordial. Yeah, not a friendship level. Yeah. Not we're not there, but your coworker, business associates, be cordial with one another. It does not hurt to say, please, thank you, I'm sorry, give me a few minutes. All of those are boundaries, and sometimes that may not be us. We may need to inform people, okay, you are really close to me. I need you for you to step back because you're right in my personal space. Okay, you have to inform people because what happens a lot of times with coworkers and business is things keep happening and you keep letting things go until one day you just whoo, explode like a volcano and blow up at people and they're like, what is going on? That's because you let things go, let things go, let things go until you just can't anymore and you lose all self control. So, we're not going to get to that point, are we, motivators family? We know ourselves, we love ourselves, we set those boundaries. And when people are doing things we don't like, and also we have to be a good communicator. Even if others are not good communicators, you have to say it. Okay. You have to look at people in their eye, give eye contact because this is something that really irritates me on the job. If I'm talking to somebody and they don't even look up, I need eye contact just for a few seconds. I'm not asking for, 5 hours of your day, but just a few seconds. If I'm saying something to you, can you please stop typing or stop scrolling on your phone? Just until I finish saying what I have to say. To me, that's a respectful thing. Okay, if you don't want to do those things, then I'm going to have to act in a different way. And people don't like when they see the mean side, the nasty side of you. Okay. And I don't like to go there, but sometimes you have to show people, you have to match people with their energy, and then they don't like it. Well, I'm just doing exactly what you're doing. What seems to be the problem? Okay. Yes, Joe. Yes, I'm cordial. I keep it on a business level. Yes, um, some people don't know how to separate the two, and some take advantage. And this is something that I wanted to say. I wanted to say this, that when we talk about the job and everything, your income, whatever you're doing, whether you're working from home, you work for yourself, it's a business, you're going in an office setting, or whatever it is that you do, we can always be respectful. Okay. And some people don't know that word respect, but you may have to remind people. Okay. You may have to tell people, you will not raise your voice at me. You will not scream at me. Okay? Some people forget because they're under stress or whatever, but everybody can use a reminder, and I will tell them, "Hi, I'll change my voice. Hi, here's your gentle reminder to take 2 steps back from me. Here's your reminder to not scream at me, okay? Mm, Okay, because you're not speaking to a child. I'm a fully grown, mature person. And if you want to gain respect from me, you will act accordingly. You will change your attitude, because people will have a whole attitude, scream, yell, roll their eyes, act like toddlers, and we're not doing that. We're not doing that. We're going to foster respectful interactions, because people come to work. Why? To make money. So, with all of that being said, we're going to do what it takes to make the environment peaceful. We'll be cordial with one another. We'll be respectful. We will set boundaries. We'll help each other when we can. And then we move along. It does not have to go past that. And I think that the issue, Jill, is that a lot of people, when they will come to a job, the people on the job are their friends, quote unquote. Okay. They come to the work expecting people to be kind, or they come to work, lazy or with an attitude, and they bring their problems from home. Don't get me wrong, everybody. Everybody has problems going on. But if something is impeding your ability to work, I don't feel it's fair for others to expect me to pull up their slack because they're not doing what they need to do. So then there's going to be some emails sent. There's going to be a conversation to be had. Hey, what's going on? Are you okay today? Okay, because if you're not okay, I'm going to need for you to go home. Yeah, I'm not doing your work. These are some things that we have to remind people. Okay, we're not going to do the job of two people. You do your work, I do my work. That's a very important boundary and a respectful interaction with one another. Okay, very important. I know you all are going to have a lot to say right here with this, fostering respectful interactions on social media. On social media, those of you who are content creators know exactly what I'm talking about. On social media, there is a lot of disrespect. There are people who are trolls, people who are immature, people who want to be controlling or jealous, or they're a whole character. There's many people who have some mental illness. There, I've run to many a narcissist. There's many people who think the world revolves around them. There's Social media is a very interesting space to be in. But I will say this, we have to be respectful of ourselves. Okay. Know yourself, love yourself, respect yourself, and make sure you have that out there. How do you want to show up? What do you want your reputation to be? Don't worry about other people, because other people are going to be themselves. If people don't like you, then that's them. And you let them be them, and you're going to be you. I always say that there's on social media, it's very interesting how there's groups of people, there's sectors, and people will judge you and they don't even know you in real life. And I'll be like, this is interesting. how how people will say things and they don't know you, and especially when you put up videos and shorts and things, and people leave their nasty comments and generalizations, and they are projecting all their fears, all their insecurities. You have to have thick skin to be a content creator. I hope all of you who are content creators got that message. You have to have thick skin to be a content creator. This is not for the weak at heart, because people will have you all in your feelings if you allow them to, but don't allow them to. Remember, on this red app, there's all types of people. There's all types of personalities. There's always going to be a scammer, a user, a person who's disrespectful, somebody who's childish, somebody who has mental illness. There's always going to be so many categories, but you can keep your interactions respectful. And when you find it's not, there's things that we can do. There's block, there's hide, there's deleting comments. There's so much things that you can do. You don't have to go back and forth with people unless you want to. That's a personal choice, and each of us has to make a choice for ourselves. Okay, if you want to go back and forth, go at it, sis. Go at it, bro. It's all up to you. But as for me, I don't give people my energy. I don't give people my time. No, no, no. I'm too grown at my big age. I'm not doing it. But I did want to say that to everybody. Be careful. Conserve your energy on this red app. Conserve your energy. Hi, the Informed Voice podcast. How are you? Welcome. Happy Monday. Appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. I hope you had a great day, and everybody in the chat as well. I hope you all are well. And don't let people tell you how you feel. Okay? On this red app, do not let people tell you how you feel. Don't let people try to run your house. People will try to tell you how, oh, you shouldn't do this and you shouldn't wear that color. I've been through all of that. I can't speak for anybody but myself. People have told me, never wear that color again. Don't wear that lipstick. Don't fix your hair that way. Why do you talk that way, or whatever? And why do you cook this way? And why do you do that? And why do you go there? And that's not a good place. But listen, on social media, you have to know who you are. You have to know what you want to do. Don't let other people get in your head. You got to be focused, and don't put in too much time. You have to give yourself a time limit on this app. You have to give yourself a time limit. Okay, I'm on here. I'm going to upload my video. I'm going to do my lives. I'm going to do X, Y, and Z. And then give yourself time to, what do you call it? Pour back into yourself. Conserve your energy, because you do get people's negative energy. You do get people's drama. You do get people who lie and mislead, and they're just not who they say they are. These characters, right, behind the avatars, these trolls, these drama people, these people who need to get a life. Okay, they're all over this red app. Okay, but don't let it diminish who you are as a woman or who you are as a man. Okay, you have to know yourself. Know yourself and love yourself. At the end of the day, you're the one that has to look at yourself in the mirror. You're the one that has to be happy with the content that you put out. One thing that I have to say to everybody, because we're fully mature and grown over here, we don't sugarcoat things and play games. And no, we get straight to the point. When you put out your content and its quality is to the level that you can do, as long as you're doing your best, listen, everybody, as long as you are doing your best as a woman, as a man on this red app with your content, and you love it, forget everyone else. Love your content, love yourself, respect your content. It's all about personal growth. Okay, and I will tell you all, when I first started on this red app back in 2007, I was extremely shy, painfully shy. I didn't even show my face. It was a lot of things, but I grew up on this app over the past, can't believe it's going to be 18, almost 18 years I'm on this app. And it's taken me this long to come to this space of not caring what other people say. I had to get crystal clear. I had to get silent. I had to mind my own business. I had to stop comparing what I do to other people who do what I do. They do their thing and I do mine. Reminder, who I'll say it again, they do their thing and I do mine. Nobody is you and nobody is me. Okay? Remind yourself of that. Don't compare yourself to other people. You don't know what those people are doing in the background. You don't know how long they've been trying to do that in the background. And to all of my content creators, don't let your relatives or your family tell you your content isn't good. You're wasting your time. You're not worth it. It will never work. Listen, I've been hearing this since 2007. I was told I was wasting my time. Who wants to hear your story? Who wants to watch your content? That's no good. You don't even have anybody watching. Listen, know yourself, know your content, and shut out all of the rest of the drama. Block it. If you don't like a comment, delete it. Block people, hide them. I'm all for it. I advocate it for it on a regular basis. If people have something and they say something rude in your comment and you don't like it, don't get all in your feelings. Delete it and block them and say bye bye. No disrespect allowed, okay? We're not going to do that. If somebody is not going to be respectful in their interaction with you, bye-bye. They can go, okay? That's the one thing that holds folk back the most, comparing ourselves to others. Isn't it realist? So much people have a big problem with comparing themselves to another person. Everybody's different. We're different ages. We come from different cultural backgrounds. We have different personalities. It's so much stuff. People have no idea the traumas that people are dealing with, the situations, people's financial situation. People have health problems. I mean, in real time. We're talking about being a content creator, and yes, it's good and all of those things, but people have things happening in real time. So there's that. Yeah. Make sure you guys check out all of my amazing mods. Yeah, never compare yourself to other people. Whoever needs to hear this, all my content creators. I used to do that. I remember when I first started on this red app, that's what I did. I looked at other people who did it was in my same genre of motivation. Oh my gosh, look how much views they have. Look at their thumbnails. Look at how much they have this. But then you're wasting your time and your energy because you're not them. You're you have your own story, you have your own life, you have your own situations, and pat yourself on the back. Yes, realist, everybody's path is different in life. We get there at our own pace, your own pace. So to all of my content creators, I applaud all of you. I encourage you all, keep going. Don't let this red app get to you. Don't let these people be at war with you, fighting with you in the comment section, because that's what some people like to do. Hide behind an avatar and say something negative or nasty or controlling or disrespectful. Then you just say bye, boy, bye, girl, bye. You know, go argue with your mama. Yes, it's so true. Yeah, yeah, you putting it in the air or you're cold. It's all of those things. You have to put it out in the atmosphere and make your own moves. So I want to say that to everybody. when we talk about social media, respectful interactions. And if you find people are not respectful of you, and here's a big part of contention that a lot of people, when we talk about support, you know, people are going through some real life things, and maybe at a certain period of time people were able to support your content and now they can't. Maybe they're not well physically, mentally, going through some stuff, and they just cannot do it. Don't be upset and angry shouting at people. People do what they can. Trust me, if people, whoever wants to be there for your content will be there. Don't worry about it, okay? Don't worry about it. Oh, you were talking to Reels? Okay. Okay, this is another important one. Fostering respectful interactions with the elderly. Okay, do you have some people in your life that are elderly? It could be your parents, aunts, uncles, or some people that you know in your community, maybe some neighbors. How can we be respectful of the elderly? It's not a hard thing. Just something as simple as being nice, being kind, saying hello. Do you know how that must feel to just be isolated and alone and be sad? Many of them have lost their spouse, some children, some siblings. They could use some encouragement. Could you do something kind for an elderly person in your life? Just calling and saying hello. I was thinking about you. I hope you're okay. Are you having a good day? Can you imagine how that can make somebody who is elderly feel? It makes them feel appreciated and seen and thought of. So we could do something nice for some elderly people because we never know when we're going to get there. Because eventually all of us will be elderly. All of us, okay? Hi, Angela. How are you? Welcome in. I think everybody, we don't really think that one day we'll get old, one day we'll get this, one day we'll have problems, but we all get there. So I think everybody wants to be respected, heard, seen, and supported. So if we can, check on your auntie, your mama, your cousin, your older friends, your neighbors, people you care about, okay? Because it will come back to you one day. It's the same thing that you were wanting and you get it. Yes. Yeah, a little kindness goes a long way, doesn't it, Angela? Just a little bit. Yeah, I'm not saying you got to call people or step by, stop by people's homes and stay for an hour, but a short phone call, a text message, the simple things, a kind gesture. I even have a neighbor that I'll bring out her trash can once a week, and then the next day I'll bring it back. Simple things like that. I even have a neighbor that I go by once a week and I open up a few jars because, as you get older, your hands, arthritis, you can't turn things. It's simple things. It doesn't take a lot, but could we be respectful? Could we be kind? I like to always think about, is there something that I can do? Can I be nicer? Could I be patient? Could I be more compassionate? Could I be more loving? Instead of worrying about the people who don't care about you, how can you give it back? Give back. How can you pay it forward and help somebody else? That shows your maturity too. It does. It shows how mature you are, and it shows how loving you are. This is one that's very near and dear to my heart. I have a special place in my heart for those who are disabled, infirmed, and those who have special needs. I don't play about disabled people, people who are shut in, people who are special needs and they can't take care of themselves. Okay? because I'm an advocate for those, what do you call it? I am a voice to the voiceless. They may not always be able to speak up for themselves. So, how could we foster some respectful interactions with the disabled and the infirm? Like I said earlier, with the elderly, as well as every other relationship, check on them, see how they're doing, talk to them, show them love, show them some affection. Sometimes some of the disabled, the infirm, the elderly, they don't even they don't even remember the last time they got a hug, got some affection. They like love and affection. They like to be talked to with respect. They like to be checked on. They like kind little deeds and to have fun. So if you can volunteer some of your time, just a little bit of time, just a little, to say, "Hey, how you doing?" Give them a high five, give them a hug, talk to them, watch a movie with them, share a laugh, you know? It doesn't take a lot, but it means so much, okay? I don't play about my for those of you who don't know, I have a special needs relative, and I don't play. I don't play about her at all. And I'm the same way with the elderly and those who are shut in, or the ones that are nonverbal. We have to, there has to be those of us to look at them and watch them and see, are they good? Are they eating? Are they being taken care of? Everybody wants to be loved. Angela says, I'm in a wheelchair and just someone asking if I need help to get through the doorway is a big help to me. Oh, that's wonderful, Angela. That's wonderful. Yes. Even something as special as simple as that. Just hold the door open. And when you see somebody, look them in the eyes and greet them. Hello. Good morning. I hope you have a good day. That doesn't take anything from us, does it? Doesn't take anything. Okay. And we're here on my last point. Okay. Fostering respectful interactions. Display kindness. It's free. It costs you $0. $0 to be kind. It costs you nothing to look at somebody and smile. It doesn't have to be negativity. It doesn't have to be jealousy. Be happy for others. Smile. Tell somebody they look nice. Give a compliment. Treat people in a kind manner. Keep your vibes high. Okay? Interact with people in a positive and kind way. Be respectful, especially to those who are in customer service. Don't snap at people and yell at people because you want to go. Be kind. Think about it if it was you. How would you want to be treated? Would you want to be treated that way? And then apply that to the people that you deal with in customer service, whether on the phone or on chat GPT, whatever is your dealings with other people. We can always display kindness to others. It costs you nothing to say hello. It costs you nothing to say I'm sorry. It costs you nothing to say excuse me. I think so much people now, because of social media and so many other things, that people don't understand those simple things as saying please, thank you, I'm sorry, I appreciate you. It goes a long way in fostering respectful interactions with other people, because nobody wants to be around somebody who is short and rude and nasty and controlling. It costs you $0 to give people respect, to give people their dignity. Okay. And if people aren't your cup of tea, I'm here to tell you it's okay to pass on people. Okay. I don't get along with you. I don't like you. Then don't. But you don't have to be arguing with people, screaming at people, yelling at people, especially on social media. If you don't like somebody's content, you can unsubscribe. It's okay. You can move about your way. You can do what you want to do. We're grown. We're grown, mature people who love ourselves. I want you to say that to yourself. I am grown. I am mature. I love myself. I respect myself. I know boundaries, and I will apply the same to other people. And I get it that there's a lot of people who don't know themselves. They don't love themselves. They are not respectful. But at the end of the day, you have to make a choice on the energy that you're going to get back. Okay. Just because a person is rude and nasty, you can just say, okay, you can walk away, you can mute, you can block, you can hide, you can, so many things that you can do to show that you do what you do, and I'm still going to display kindness. I'm still going to treat people as a child of God. Okay, because everybody is a child of God, but some people just have not tapped into loving that and applying it to themselves and learning to respect themselves. But it's okay. We're all a work in progress. But I definitely wanted to do this conversation to let you all know that we all need kindness. We all need respect. We all want a compassion applied to us. Yes. Yes. I want to scream this from the top of the roofs. Okay. We need to think before we speak. You don't know what somebody is going through. I don't know what every single person in here has gone through, or anybody who listens on the replay. I don't know what you all go through. That's why I always try to show up with honesty, with kindness, with compassion, with respect. I am very transparent. I'm honest about things that I've gone through in my life, in hopes of showing others that you can go through things, you can heal, but it's something that we have to learn. Respect yourself, motivators family. Respect yourself first before you can respect others. I ended a friendship with someone who was nasty to a restaurant server on more than one occasion. I didn't want to associate with someone that cruel to people. Yeah, and it happens every day, doesn't it? There's so much people who just they need to work on themselves. They may have some anger issues, but at the end of the day, we have to make better choices. Okay, motivators family, you know what we always say over here: we love ourselves, we respect ourselves, we set boundaries, and we enforce them. So thank you guys so much for tuning in and tapping into today's topic and conversation. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I definitely enjoyed the topic. I think on either Thursday, I think Thursday, I'm going to do a open panel discussion, and we're going to talk about some topic. I don't even know what I'll call it. I may just do open discussion, and I'm going to have it, and the link will be available for those that I know, those that are respectful, to come up and to talk about. We may just do a roundabout, a round table, red table discussion, and just talk about whatever, talk about multiple things, whatever. So look forward to that. That's going to be Thursday, probably at, I would say, the same time, probably 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So turn on your notifications for that. I look forward to seeing you all. Tomorrow, I'm going to do a live with the members. Shout out to the members. I appreciate your support. Thank you so much. I appreciate every single person. Yes, and yes. Thank you so much, Miss T, and everybody in the chat. Yes. Thank you guys so much for your support. Shout out to the mods. Shout out to my channel members. And you know what we talk about over here on Marlene Motivates. What do we always say, everybody? Just know it. Just breathe it and be it and live your best life, okay? Know yourself, love yourself, respect yourself, and set those boundaries. Period. Period. Okay, everybody? Period. And we mean that. So I'm Marlene Motivates, your life coach, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace, everybody.
Be encouraged, be inspired, be yourself, you will survive. Just know it, just breathe it, and be it, and live your best life.
Forgive me, I love me. I've been blessed that I have made it through. I'm stronger and worthy. I am enough now. What about you? Forgive me, I love me. I've been blessed that I have made it through. I'm stronger and worthy. I am enough now. What about you?